I'm joined by St-Ignatius coach Chuck Kyle and seniors Lawrence Birchler and David Shibley. We're going to talk on the field, guys. 8-5 season last year, a loss to Menor to end it all. What was that kind of like? That I know Menor, St-Ignatius is kind of the way you guys are going at the end of the season. So just talk about how that game is fueling you into this season.
Go ahead.
I'll start us off. I think last year we had a very tough schedule. It was very demanding of us to really prepare hard every single week, and I think we did that well as a team. I mean, I think we were in every single game we played. You know, even though we lost 5 games, we were in every single game. It's of course losing to Menor 2 straight years in the playoffs. It's definitely motivating every year. We look at them on the schedule to, that's when we play Menor. We got to step up our game that week. But no, I think we learned a lot. Me and David from last year. The seniors taught us well. I think we're prepared to take on another hard schedule this year. So
Menor and Ignatius play early in the season every year. Packed house, standing room only. It's a playoff caliber early, and we won the last 2 years in the regular season and then got to the playoffs and didn't win. And so I was talking to Trevisan about, hey, can we change that a little bit? And he goes, I'm pretty satisfied the way it is, but what's interesting is you play a caliber schedule like we do in a team like Menor early. The nice thing about it is you learn a lot about what you need to work on. We made it into the playoffs with 4 losses, and meanwhile we made it to the final 8. That's not bad.
Right.
And that kind of tells you, we had some injuries, but yet we still prepared ourselves pretty well to play at a very high level in the playoffs.
Okay. Kyle Berger graduates to Ohio State. Jimmy Byrne graduates to Notre Dame. Who are the guys stepping up into their positions? Who are you looking at?
Well, the way it worked last year, linebacking core, since we're talking about Kyle Berger, first of all, because he had an injury and a couple other guys, some of the juniors, now they're seniors, got a lot of experience. So that's good. I mean, that'll pay off hopefully this year. And defensive line, I think our defensive line is very, very good. I mean, Draymond Jones is going to Ohio State,
right,
and a couple other guys that could play on the next level if they want to. So offensive line, you miss Jim, but we have Liam Eichenberg back, and a number of guys that had a great off season. Nice thing about the idea of inexperience, you gain experience. That's guaranteed on your schedule that you will become more experienced.
Right.
So we'll be fine.
Guys, what is it like? Coach mentioned Draymond Jones. He had 9 sacks, 21 tackles for a loss, and 39 solo tackles last year. What's it like to have a teammate like that can produce for you, that you realize going into a game, he's most likely going to produce and produce big for you?
I think it's really exciting. Last year was cool to watch him grow, kind of find out who he was as a player. I think he realized that he could take over a game if he was feeling that, or if he had a mismatch or whatever. So it's still a team game. He's not gonna do it all by himself, so everyone's got to help out. But he's an exciting player, there's no doubt about it.
yeah, I agree with David. Just watched him. With the first few mini camps we've had, I feel like he's gonna have a very dominant year. He's a very dominant player. He's put on some muscle. It's going to be very exciting to play behind him and be on the same field with him this year.
All right, well, David's offense, and Lawrence's defense. And as a coach, we're asking a little bit more from Draymond because he'll play some tight end too, along with being a defensive end. So having pass rush helps the secondary, and having a tight end certainly helps the wide receivers, because they're going to create some one-on-one. So Draymond's an important guy.
What are your expectations for Lawrence and David this season?
Oh, but these guys are great leadership, and we always vote on 2 of the captains. We'll have 4 by the time we get to the first game, but we always vote on 2 of them before the banquet to have the great off season. I think you need leadership in the weight room with captains. These guys have done a great job. They've worked very hard. They're great by example, first of all. I don't think you're going to find 2 harder workers. I think everybody on the defense, and everybody on the offense thinks, I mean, there's our key receiver, and here's the guy that's going to take command out in the field because he's the safety. He's got to make sure we're all in the right coverage and communications right. And so I have total confidence they're going to accept that responsibility.
All right, guys, just real quick to close it all out. Lawrence, I'll let you start. Goals for this season, besides just making it to the playoffs and facing possibly Menor one more time.
I think every year it's to be a state champion. Just keep it that simple. That's our goal.
Same thing, yeah.
All right. You can check out St-Ignatius all fall and stick with cleveland.com for all your football coverage.